Hey guys, today we're making pumpkin macarons with pumpkin cheesecake filling. Now these can sometimes be a little bit tricky to make. They're a little bit of a challenge, but I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to have a really successful cookie. So I'm Rockin' Robin and I'm going to show you how to do it right after this. We're going to start our recipe by going over the ingredients just for the cookie part first, and we'll take care of the pumpkin cheesecake filling a little bit later. So we'll start off here with our almond meal. You can pick this up at any grocery store. It's already ground up, and you're going to want to measure this stuff out using a scale. So if you don't have one, you might want to get one. It really makes a difference with your cookies. So you're going to measure this out into grams, and I'll have all the ingredients list for you down below in the description. Right here we have some powdered sugar, and we're going to measure that out the same. And we have some egg whites. Now here's a tip for the egg whites. Separate them when you first take them out of the refrigerator when they're cold. It's much easier to do and they're less likely to break. And then let them sit out, get to room temperature before you actually, beat them up. And we'll need a little sugar and some pumpkin spice. We're going to start off here with a sifter. This is very important to do this. We're going to take our almond meal and pour it into the sifter along with the powdered sugar. We'll add the pumpkin spice to this. And then take a spoon and just work it in. We want to sift all of this, and it takes a few minutes to do this. This is going to make the mixture very fine and light and fluffy, which is going to make your cookies nice and smooth and delicious. Now you're probably going to get down to just a little bit left like this, and it won't work its way through, and that's fine. You can just stop with that. Our next step is to line a couple of baking sheets like I have here with parchment paper. You're going to want to use the parchment paper or you're going to be just really frustrated because your cookies will stick to the pan. You really have to have that or a Silpat. So we'll pour our egg whites into the bowl, the mixing bowl first, and beat those until they get frothy. Now that these are looking a little frothy, we're going to add some of the sugar, a little bit at a time. All right guys, so now that we've got our very stiff peaks, I'm going to place them into the mixture of the almond and the powdered sugar. We want to fold this in and not overmix it and not undermix it. So I found that about 30 folds seems to be about the right amount. This is going to turn into what looks like a lava type mixture, like cake batter. I have a pastry bag ready with a good sized tip on it. I'll show you that in a minute. As soon as this is ready, hold it up. It's not quite there yet. And this is looking pretty good. So now we'll fill our pastry bag with the batter. Now you just want to pipe about 1-inch little mounds onto your parchment paper. Try and make them, as uniform and same size as you can. Leave enough space between them so that they have room to, expand a little bit. They don't run into each other. So you want to bang the tray 4 or 5 times just to release any air bubbles in the cookie. The cookies will need to sit out and air dry for about 30 minutes before you start to bake your first batch. The macarons have been sitting out for 30 minutes, so now we're going to place them in a 300-degree oven for 10 minutes. Here's our macarons after 10 minutes, so I'm just going to turn them around in the oven. All right guys, our macarons are done. They've been in here almost 20 minutes. We're going to let these cool completely before we take them off the parchment paper and before we fill them. Our macarons have cooled completely, so now it's time to go over our ingredients for our pumpkin filling. So here we go. We've got some salted butter, softened, cream cheese, a little bit of pumpkin puree, pumpkin spice, and powdered sugar. All right, so all we have to do is put our butter into our mixing bowl and our cream cheese, and we're going to cream these together. Now we'll drop in our pumpkin, a little bit of our pumpkin pie spice. Now we're going to add our powdered sugar a little bit at a time. All right, that should do it. Now we just need to fill our pastry bag with our filling. And I'm using a smaller tip here, probably half the size of what I used to type out the cookies. You're going to want to release the cookies from the parchment paper, so just gently lift them up. These didn't stick at all. So all we're going to do is grab one of the cookies and just put a little bit of the frosting right around there, the filling rather. And then you just place another one on top. Look at that, it's beautiful. All right, guys, there you have it. There's my version of the macarons in pumpkin. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little taste and let you guys know what it tastes like. That is very delicious, guys, very decadent. The pumpkin flavor with the pumpkin spice really comes through. I can taste the cheesecake in there. It's just delicious. It's a little bit crunchy on the outside, the little crust out there, and then inside is very chewy, very light, very delicious. So guys, I hope you try the recipe. If you like the recipe, please share it and leave me a comment. Let me know how you like it. Let me know what kind of macarons you like to make. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that button right up there. And that way you'll always be notified when I have a new video come out. So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Check out all the tips down below in the description, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.